Good morning on Saturday morning for our reflections. I know that a lot of you have been really worried about Bodderwall, our snowman, or rather my snowman, created by my own fair hand at great labour and energy and strength that it took to build a 6-foot snowman. And you're really concerned about the fact that he's just ebbing away. Well, he's still with us. I wanted to encourage you and reassure you that he's still with us, but unfortunately he hasn't got a head now. All his facial features had sort of dissolved, and his carrot nose had fallen away, and his conker eyes had also rolled away. He's about 2.5 foot high still, and his hat just sits on the top of his neck, sadly, but he's still with us. I'll keep you updated. I know that you've been worried. One or two of you may have been wondering what on earth I was doing faffing around building a massive snowman. What is it that's wrong with him, you might have said? Well, I want to explore today the idea of acknowledging and releasing the child which is inside all of us. I've just been watching a video of our little grandson Reef hurling himself down a plastic slide at home into a load of cushions and just squealing and squealing with delight. When did you last squeal with delight? I just loved watching him. We've also been exposed to our other grandchild with emergency childcare, and I've had the experience of doing things like sledging a few weeks ago, of kicking piles of dead leaves into the air, of spending minutes splashing in the same puddle, just squealing with glee. There's something to be said for us not always being the adults that we are, but allowing ourselves just to be children. Actually, when I'd been a minister for 20 years, which is well over 15 years ago now, I went on a course that was particularly designed for people who'd been in ministry for 20 years. It was somewhere down south, can't remember where. And it was on this idea of acknowledging the child which is inside us. And we did all kinds of theological conversations about it, but we also spent time building carts and obstacle courses and trying to pop balloons and things like that. May seem a complete waste of time, but actually there was something very powerful about it as well. That in this world in which we live, such things are frowned upon. And sometimes I feel as if we have to unlearn some of those adult protocols, because the results aren't actually that good if we look around us at the world today. We were all given a little card at the end of this course, and it simply said, when I grow up I want to be like a child. Interesting thought, isn't it? Do you remember that passage 1 Corinthians 13 where it says, when I was a child I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child, but when I grew up I put away childish things. I think that's very significant that it uses the word childish, not childlike. I think there's a massive difference between the two words. Sometimes I think we are too adult for our own good, and we need to unlearn some stuff and take note of other stuff that we may have forgotten about. Things like trust and unconditional love and a sense of wonder, and just a joy. I hope you have a wonderful childlike day today, and you're allowed to do a few childish things if it means that the childlike senses and values that I've just described come through. Go on, be a child, enjoy, and allow life to be good. God bless.